H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. It's a great Wednesday, man. I know the election we're going to get into a lot of stuff like that, but today is Women Rock Wednesday, an unbelievable day in Women Rock Wednesday history. We got a new sponsor for a segment of Women's Rock Wednesday. I will share that sponsor with you a little bit later. I'm just so proud of the women that participate on this Facebook feed and participate on this YouTube feed and participate for the Chop Shop, that she said, I want a sponsor segment of the show. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. But my starting five for the day is Mindy Collins, Tiffany Saunders, Kim Jackson. Hold on. There we go. I'm skipping past you dudes. Skipping past y'all. Y'all know who day this is. Cynthia Guillory. Hey, Cynthia, what's going on, baby? Who else I got? Who I got? One more. Tyandra Home. Boy, let me tell y'all something. Those are not just my starting five women. Those are, and with Anissa Ville, those are our bedrock, our anchors. They are always support. That go Dale Griggs. And they're always supporting the Shop. And one of the reasons I continue, and Jimmy, I continue to do Women Rock Wednesday, because we understand women rocked in the voting booth, women rock in life, and especially our black women. I mean, y'all got to understand, I got 5 sisters, had a mother, she's passed away. I got a beautiful daughter that I call my princess. And so my affinity for women of black women is just beyond compare. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. I got a little bit. I'm waiting on Jimmy to come on as usual, but I thought about this yesterday. Okay, Mike. What's up, Mike? Hold up, y'all. Let me see something. Y'all ain't told me nothing, man. I did a little filming last night. Y'all, you know what? I'm getting mad at y'all. Hold up. I'm going to tell y'all why. I did a little filming the other night, and I didn't have my logo up there in the top. And I did the show yesterday without it, and nobody told me. And I'm trying to wait a minute, y'all, because I saw this UPS guy coming up, and I don't want him ringing on my bell. And I don't want the bell to ring while the show on. But what I saw last night, y'all, I was thinking about the election last night. Let me explain to y'all something. Misogyny was on this ballot. Transphobia was on the ballot. Family separation was on the ballot. COVID-19 was on the ballot. Healthcare was on the ballot. The courts was on the ballot. Truth, integrity, character, all of that was on the ballot last night. And still, a whole lot of Americans, Black, Latino, all of these people still voted for this guy. Let me tell y'all something, man. It's just, and boom, boom, room. That's why I love y'all. Y'all therapeutic to me. But happy Women Rock Wednesday. Happy Women Rock Wednesday. But y'all are therapeutic to me because I sit here and say, what is wrong? What is wrong with a segment of America? I mean, a vast segment. Y'all remember, if you watch this show long enough, it was a few. It was a time when I said on this show, "What's up, Corey Henderson?" I said I'm not mad at the people that I'm not mad at Donald Trump. I'm sitting up here thinking and worried about the people that's voting for him that's right next to me. Donald Trump's on his private plane on Air Force Ones. He can't touch me. I'm talking about my next door neighbor. You know, my guy next to me in the line, the guy in the group behind me, or the guy in the group in front of me on the golf course. I read a report today, y'all, and I got to find it. Somebody sent it to me. That is Moody. Man, I just love that is Moody. And I'm trying to find. Let me tell y'all something. Did anybody do the update on your phone last night? Now they done moved my stuff around. You know I can't. You know how you have a certain set way of doing stuff, and I updated my stuff last night. Now they moving my stuff around in my notes. It's different now. If you'd have checked it, you know what I'm talking about. But these people that'll be out here and y'all and say one thing, but they get in that voting booth and do another. I saw this. I don't know how true this report is. This guy named Charles Blow. He's a writer for some New York Times or something. He said this is an undeniable trend that's devastating. And y'all help me out because I haven't researched it. Y'all got to, hey, Anissa, I'm just talking about you. And Kim Jackson, you look beautiful in your shirt. Nessa Ville, you look beautiful in your shirt. Mindy, I haven't seen your shirt. You haven't took a picture and posted it nowhere. But thank you, Anissa. Tiffany, I don't know if you got a shirt or not. But I just want to shout out to all my women. Hold up. All my girls on there. Y'all look cute. Tiffany took one with a mask on and everything. And not Tiffany, I mean Kim Jackson. I'm tired, Tiffany. Brandy, I don't know if you got a shirt, but Brandon Nicholson is in the building, a Chop Shop shirt. But ladies, y'all look beautiful in your shirts. And it just, when I see it, I just said, because I never forget when they approached us about it. And I said, man, I don't want no Chop Shop shirts. But then somebody said, man, it's just, come on, man. You got some special viewers. You got some special connection and with that Chop Shop. And that's why we decided. So shout out to those ladies. But let me show y'all something. This devastating trend. Black men voting for the Republican candidate. I don't know. Remember, I haven't vetted these yet. But hey, this Women Rock Wednesday, so I want my women to talk about this. I'm not worried about, I ain't worried about them other people today. They know who I'm talking about. I'm talking to my girls today. In 2008, 5% of our black men voted for McCain. In 2012, hold on, Daryl. In 2012, Romney, black men voted 11%. 2016, for Trump, black men voted 13%. 2020, black men voted 18% for this clown. And some of these clowns come on this show, y'all. Some of them watch this show. Some of them on y'all football. Let me tell you something. I just gave you something. Hold on. Let me go back. In case, let me go back. You know my notes crazy today. I just gave y'all something. This ballot, misogyny was on the ballot. This ballot, transphobia was on the ballot. Yesterday's ballot, family separation is on the ballot. COVID-19 was on the ballot yesterday. Healthcare was on the ballot yesterday. The courts was on the ballot yesterday. Truth, integrity, and character was on the ballot yesterday. And you mean black men, y'all voted more for this dude? Man, we got to talk. Hold on. My son called me last. No, he don't. You know how they are. They don't text. He texted me back and forth. He going crazy over the election. You know, he hyped up. But Daddy, how is this happening? How is this happening, Daddy? How is this happening? I said, son, it's a lot of young black men. It's a lot of black men. They make a couple of dollars and they think man, I'm Republican now. Your ass is black to them, man. I told him. He said, but Dad, I disagree with you, Dad. All my friends on my group chat. I said, your friends on your group chat are influenced by you, and you are influenced by me. It's not a fair assessment, son. Everybody don't have an influence, a dad, don't have a dad like that. I say, it's some of these guys out here, they sit out here and say what they gonna do, but they get their little black ass in that boot and pull that level for misogyny. Racism was on the ballot yesterday. What is wrong? Corey, I don't know the facts. I don't know the truth. But Corey, I found out something. They got an algorithm that can tell whether or not you voted or not. They can't tell who you voted for. But if I know they can tell whether you voted or not, I ain't crazy to tell you that they don't know who you voted for. Listen. Somebody got to tell me, hey, I ain't mad at you, dude. But if we got a black Trump supporter on this feed, or y'all know one, I just want to talk to him. I don't care about no damn Biden and Harris. Biden and Harris ain't gonna never win over guys like Rick, Little Rick. This ain't about Biden and Harris. Little Rick, I'm gonna help you. Joe Biden ain't worth for 4 dead flies either. Let me repeat that. Just in case y'all don't. Joe Biden is not worth 4 dead flies. It came out of my mouth either. But I'm hoping he was bold enough to pick Kamala Harris. You can talk about she got a white boy, you got a white husband, all that crap you want to. Woman went to HBCU. I didn't even go to a HBCU. She had a 4-year experience that Robert Hatter could never have and has never had. She's a member of an AKA. I know a lot of them girls. I know how they think. I'm not saying he's perfect. But if you voted for Obama, some of y'all did, he had him as his vice president. At least we're able to talk to him. You got a clown up here. Hold on. Y'all hold on. Let me show you about these dudes. Let me show you about this guy y'all voted for. Them guys voted for. Check this out. Did I put it? Y'all got to find the file now. Hold on. Y'all look at this.
And speaking of sound, music, and other things, one of the big superstars of the world, Little Pimp. There he is.
Did y'all hear that? I don't know those rappers. Y'all know I don't listen to rap. Evidently, the little kid is named Lil Pump. He had his little nappy head ass up in there at the Trump rally. And Trump don't even know his name. Say he's a superstar and called him out the wrong name. Instead of Lil Pump, they called him Lil Pimp. Somebody got to explain to me how a sane black man, a conscious black man who got a black mama and a black daddy, or got a white mama, a black daddy, whatever, can go in there and pull that level for that guy. Dude, you can email me later. If you don't want to be on here, you can email me. I'll talk to you on the phone. I just want to know. I just sit there, just in case you just came on. You know, because we got some late comers. I want to go again. I want to go again. This got to be said again. I just on this ballot, racism was on the ballot. Misogyny, go look it up if your ass don't know what it means. Transphobia is on the ballot. Family separation is on the ballot. COVID-19 was on the ballot. 200,000 people have passed away. Some people that I know on the ballot. Healthcare was on the ballot. The courts are on the ballot. Truth, integrity, and character on the ballot. You mean black men, you telling me you don't have no truth? You don't have no integrity? You don't, just because you make a couple of dollars? My taxes, most of y'all ass don't make over $400,000 a year. Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. Listen to me. I'm very passionate and I love my people. I just want to find out what make you go in there and vote for this dude. I'm just curious. Y'all remember John Carlos? I'm going to give him the credit. You remember John Carlos? That's the guy who raised his fist. I'll give you a history lesson. Raised his fist at the 68 Olympics. Him and John Carlos and Smith. Tommy Smith. Check this out, Paul Miranda. He said the other day, Jimmy's not on yet. The most important thing we can do in this country is vote. We did not come to this this country through our own will, but we came and built this country, and we are not going anywhere. We will be here to the end, and we will not surrender an inch. And I'm sitting this thing, man. Racism is clearly not a deal breaker for much of America. Do you know how powerful we can be with just this diaspora and this community that we have on the Chop Shop? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all might be playing around and all of that stuff back and forth. But let me tell y'all something. We got some brilliant people on this Chop Shop feed. Okay? I'm telling you. I'm watching it coming. I'm watching them. We got some people. There's no way. And all of us need to make a commitment. We got all of these people in our diaspora. That's in our sphere of influence. We got some power, man. We just don't know how to use it. Racism was on that ballot yesterday, man. And 18% of black males voted against their own interests. If I hear about that 94 damn crime bill again, I think I'll throw the freak up. Care about no damn 94 crime bill. Him and Obama, Joe Biden and the Black Caucus, Your mama, my mama, all of them messed up because my mama was writing her senator every day about the crack epidemic. So blame her too. Hear about no damn crime bill. Some crazy ass dudes we had to get off these streets back then, man. I'm not a criminal, so I can't sympathize with that. It takes more than one person to make a crime bill work. It takes the whole House, the whole Senate. It takes a whole lot of people to construct a crime bill. I can't stand it. That's why I sit and talk about this stuff on a sports talk show. Because we got a lot of people who just don't know no better. Blame my mama. I remember her. Hey, man. 18%. To people, hold up. Some people got here late. And I'm trying to wait on Jimmy. You know, I can't wait. It's an this is what did that. He said this is an undeniable trend that's devastating. Kim Jackson. Black men voting for the Republican candidate. I can understand you being a Republican. I ain't never talked. What about your politics? But that was not on the ballot yesterday, man. I don't mind you being a Republican, man. Oh, I'm a black Republican. I got a business. Hold on, y'all. 2008, 5% of the black men in America voted for McCain. 2012, 11% of the black men. Notice the trend, black. I guess they turning Republican on us, y'all. Hold on. 2016, black men, 13% Trump. I'm sorry. Yeah, 16. I can't see. I got to get my glass. 2016. I'm sorry. And 2020, 18% of them dudes. Of them dudes. That's walking around here and hanging around y'all, but they voting against your interests. It's amazing. I just want to give y'all something to think about, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. This stuff is real. I didn't make this up. I didn't make this up. Didn't make it up. I sit here and I was just disappointed. I didn't care when I went to sleep last night. Because guess what? I'm going to be all right. But if a lot of us, y'all got to realize, I went back and looked at the CARES Act. The CARES Act, that's the act that they were, to give us assistance, give the people assistance. Okay? The CARES Act. You know, they gave people a little bit 6 months ago of the $1,200. I know I ain't getting no $1,200. They gave the people $1,200. And Jeremy, I don't want to hear that excuse. You can't beat them, join them. I don't mind you being a Republican, Jeremy. You can be a Republican all you want to, but you don't go here and vote for that mess that they're doing. Because it's a vote, because guess what, Jeremy? You can't beat them and join. Jeremy, you ain't going to never be able to join them. Your ass is black, sir. You will never be able to join them. I don't care how much money you got. Let me get back to what I was talking about. I was sitting there talking. So, Nancy Pelosi, let me walk y'all something. Nancy Pelosi and I think, what's his name? Steve Mnuchin. Mnuchin is like the Treasury Secretary. He's in the cabinet. Mnuchin had up this in the CARES Act, this thing they were fighting for in Congress. He moved his numbers up. He went back to his people, the Republicans. They got the whine. No. Pelosi went, she negotiated and countered. Then the Democrats. No. But all of them people are not getting evicted out of their houses. Y'all got to realize this money that they up there playing around and holding, and hold up, and they didn't get the deal done. Mitch McConnell said, hold up. So they said, let's scrap that. Let's not worry about the people who about to get evicted. What, 40 million of them in the dead of winter? 40 million. Mitch McConnell said, forget that. Let's vote on the Supreme Court. Let's get Amy Barrett in there. Forget that. Let's vote on this. Let's get Eric. I'm just using your name as an example. Stephen Woods, we don't care about you and your eviction. We don't care about you and your unemployment check. We don't care about you, Stephen Woods. We care about Amy Barrett getting on this Supreme Court. We don't care if y'all, Jimmy, I'm going to bring you in here we go. We don't care. Hey, y'all, do y'all realize this our money, Mindy? Mindy, what I say is, all this bailout, yeah, you want to bail out this guy. Do y'all know the number? Do y'all know that the number of our money that they're using? Do y'all know the number? $2.2 trillion just held up. They got some money they ain't even released yet that's already in the fund. They don't want to release it because Mitch McConnell said, let's go home. And y'all voted his ass back in. And I'm talking to America. I'm not just talking to Houston. Y'all voted him back in. Him and old Lindsey. Go back to the Republican debates, the Republican primary debates. Lindsey Graham talked about Donald Trump like he was a flat-out dog. And now he is biggest watchdog. Come up, Jimmy, in the thing. Hey, y'all, that's our money. You want to bail out the banks and Wall Street? Wall Street got enough money. They can pay a little 22-year-old, 24-year-old kid of mine all that damn money. They got money. But the people that need it, Mitch McConnell said, let's go home. No. Before we go home, 30 days, let's get Amy Barrett in there, then we go home. This is the America. That's your money that they doing what the hell they want to do with it. But Jimmy, I'm glad to have you back in, man. You know I was trying. I didn't know where the hell you were. I said I had to keep it rolling. I had to keep it rolling. So, but hey y'all, but we'll talk about this some more. Put a footnote there, cause I got something for y'all that's gonna hold up. Jimmy, I gave him the problem, right? Guess what? I got a solution. And Jimmy, just in case, Jimmy, you didn't see earlier in the show, I want you to hear this. You got to hear this, Jimmy. Hold on.
And speaking of sound, music, and other things, one of the big superstars of the world, Little Pimp. There he is. And speaking of sound,
Jimmy, the little guy name is Lil Pump. The man called him Lil Pimp. Say he's a superstar. But you don't know the superstar's name. Hey, we got to go to a break. We'll go to a break. We'll come back in a minute, y'all. I got to take my breath. Chop Shop, we'll be back in a minute.
So it's the morning after the election and we still don't know who won. Many of us are anxious because we wanted to see a Trump loss, we wanted to see a Biden victory, and that's frustrating in and of itself just to not have an answer. But the bigger problem is that America didn't have the courage and the strength and the political will and the moral capacity to give a clear answer. There's absolutely no reason why we shouldn't already know who the winner is. Why? Because there should be no reason that Donald Trump was in this race. The fact that there are states where Donald Trump was competitive, the fact that there were states that Donald Trump won, tells you everything you need to know about America. After 4 years of lies, 4 years of mismanagement, 4 years of incivility, 4 years of anti-Semitism, 4 years of anti-black racism, 4 years of economic decline for the vulnerable. And after a year where 200,000 plus people have died of COVID, people still went in the booth and pulled the lever for Trump. Some of those people were white liberals who told you they were going to vote one way and went in the booth to do the other thing. We know those people. They've always been like that. Some people were white racists who were very clear that they were going to do what they were going to do. Others say they're not racist and say that they're only thinking about their economic well-being. Well, if people die, if racism, if anti-Semitism, if white supremacy, white nationalism isn't a big enough reason for you to vote against Trump, then even if you don't identify as those things, you still are racist. You can't, if racism isn't a deal breaker to you, then you are indeed racist. This is what we're talking about from last night. White workers in states like Ohio and Pennsylvania were uncertain who to vote for. Latino communities that have been stigmatized by Trump voted for Trump because they also buy into the lie. The lie of America is that this is a country that is as good as it's promised on paper. It has never been. Not for black folk, not for brown folk, not for women, not for poor folk, not for immigrants that don't look a certain way. The lie of America is that anybody can just make it with hard work, when in fact their labor is being exploited. But people keep buying into the lie, and white people every single time will close ranks around whiteness rather than their own well-being. They will vote for Donald Trump to feel good about being white, even if it means they lose their houses, even if it means they die. So it's the morning after the election and we still don't know who won.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. This is a great time to share the show because I am so proud to say it's Women Rock Wednesday, and one of the women on Women Rock Wednesday decided she wanted to sponsor her new company, her new venture. She wanted to sponsor the show today, and let me put it across the screen for you, and I'll explain to you. It's called the Institute for Arts and Academic Leadership and Athletic Excellence. I repeat, the Institute of Arts and Academic Leadership and Academic Excellence. Coach Leah Denley, she been a part of this show, Chop Shop. She's been on the Chop Shop. She said, I want to do something for Women Rock Wednesday. I'm a woman with a business. I want to. So check that out. Check that website. Her website is unbelievable. You can send her a message on the website front of the website. It's got a little drop down. You can send her a message. She reply immediately. It's a great, great thing. Go check it out. But that's the young lady who was a guest on this show before. Now she's in a position where she wants to give back, and she wants to sponsor the show. So shout out to Coach Leah Denley, and this this show, Women Rock Wednesday. That's why I tell y'all, these women rock, man. That's why I talk about them so much. What you got, Jimmy?
Oh man, it's the morning after, baby. The morning after. November the 3rd was that day yesterday, and what a night. You know, guess what? Even though it's reality, last night's show felt like watching a good ball game. You know what? It ain't no game in that World Series that was better than the game last night. But that was reality.
I didn't watch it, Jimmy. I did not watch
that was reality.
I did not watch
I mean, it was like one team took the lead early, then another team came back and went on out there and had the lead in the fourth quarter. Then fans started leaving. Fans started leaving the stands. Some of them got to the car and cut the radio on. They got in the car and realized, wait a minute, they in overtime right now. Team was down by 10, 2 minutes to go. You start leaving to beat the traffic, and that's what this 2020 election now holds. And guess what? One team had the ball first. They punted on downs. You know, in NFL, you only get 10 minutes in overtime. The other team has the ball with a minute and something left. Inside the red zone right now, it looked like. Chip shot can win this thing, but the point is, guess what? You had been warned. We all had been warned that this thing would be and could be close. As far as the cheating goes,
just think about what you just said. Think about what you just said. And that's what, I know you missed my soliloquy. You saying we've been warned it would be close. In America, and I told you what's on the ballot. You didn't hear. I explained to people what was on the ballot yesterday. And it's saying a lot about what America is. The people, that's what it's saying to me. That's what it's telling me.
Understand something. The percentage of white people versus black people in the United States of America is about what? About 4
I don't know.
to 1.
I'm not a census person.
So if you understand the numbers, that means when it comes to a vote does not discriminate.
So if the numbers that bad, then Jimmy the White went all the time. So
but then guess what? You have all white folk ain't on the same page.
Jimmy, before you go there, 18% of black males, before you go there, 18% of black men voted for him.
Oh, 18% of black men voted for him in which election?
This one right here.
In this one?
Yes. I know you missed the early part of the show.
Okay. So what percentage?
I didn't look up the white folks. I went by my own people.
Listen, understand. Right now, it doesn't matter man or woman. Right now, it's the percentage. I'm talking about the breakdown. I'm talking about white people. If they're 4-1, at least somebody can pull it up and find out what the ratio is for the population in the latest. I don't know the numbers from 2020 census out, but let's go with the most recent one, and you will understand. So even if
I don't understand,
that number will still be offset by the number of white people and eclipsed by the number of white people. In other words, so
you saying white people voting for Trump because he white?
I'm thinking that the number of white people who voted for Trump super exceeds the number of black people who voted for Trump. I'm sorry, the number of white people who voted for Biden. That means the people that didn't vote, that's not thinking like Trump. Let me say that again. The number of white people voted for Biden dwarfs the number of black people who voted for Trump. So if we're going to start thinking about along race lines like that, then luckily, all white folk don't fall into that trap. Because if they did, then it would be a no-win, never a chance to win in regard to the way that the rules are set up. The rules are already set up archaic, even with the electoral college and the way it was set up. But I'm saying, so now we're in a position now, there are Republicans who are fed up with the sitting president. There are a lot of white folks that really don't want no problems. They feel their how would you say it? They feel their benefits of being white every day, but they don't want no problems. Now, the ones that want problems, that don't mean everybody that voted for this fool, wants problems, but a lot of people voting for their interests. And guess what? That's on you. You got to live with that. That's your legal right in this country. But a lot of people who voted for him that you mentioned, the 18% black, ain't in that tax bracket. So their entrance ain't in the same parallel lines of, let's say, a Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne,
but it's more to other people than it is of Lil Wayne. I don't even talk about Lil Wayne. Oh my God, Lil Wayne.
Well, or 50 Cent, if he did vote for him or not, or even an Ice Cube, if he did vote for him or not. And that's the thing.
And Jimmy, hold on. I was talking to my black men, because I like to talk, because that's what I am. I don't know what these other people thinking. So it was talking about, I think he got 36% of the Latino guy are men. He got. These are the guys he talking about. I'm going to build a wall to keep y'all out. Or this Puerto Rico, y'all not a part of the United States. Jimmy, I'm just sitting here saying, man, all I want to know from the Trump supporters, and I asked this question the other day, what does it take for a white man to get disqualified? What does he have to do? Jimmy, over 60 million people voted for this dude. All the stuff he's done. And they still voted for him. Y'all got this. I need a Trump supporter.
Al, you have to realize that a lot of people.
I ain't got to realize.
A lot of people, it don't take one thing, one excuse to be the deal breaker for me voting for one person or another. Some people, in the White House as an assistant, as a vice president or a president in that capacity. So that might have been a deal breaker for some people, a chunk of people that might have been on the fence. Some people didn't want to double down on the woman, didn't want a woman, didn't want another black sitting in there in that White House in that position, that capacity. I
said racism was on the ballot, Jimmy. Racism was on the ballot. That all these people told me it's on the ballot. I'm just saying, what is those 18% black dudes? Don't they know that you're not gonna never get in there? You're not gonna never get in that room. That's the key part. Hold on. I forgot. Impeachment was on the ballot. Impeachment. And 60,000. And you just said so. Y'all should have knew it was going to be close. You must know it's just some crazy. It's some people out there that I told you I'm going to go back again. The man said, I can shoot somebody on Park Avenue and my people will still love me. Every time I think about this guy, I think about that movie with Jim Jones in it. I forgot the name of the movie. And I just watched how those people. And he had him many white people. But he had a whole lot of black people that he got to move out the United States all the way somewhere else. In Jamestown, whatever town they were. Jonestown. And whatever he said, it just went. And it's just, I'm serious, y'all. It's just, this is scary. That you will get your butt in your car and get you a whole group of people and put some damn flags on it and try to interfere with a campaign bus. By the way, that ain't never happened in modern history. You get there and try to run the bus off the road. That was on the ballot. And he jokes about it when he hears about it. That was on the ballot. Listen to me, y'all. I'm not mad at Donald Trump. Guyana, I know where it is, Freight. Damn. You late. I'm thinking about the people, the 18% of these black males. I'm just wondering, because I'm black. I don't know what them other races thinking. They can think how they want to. I'm just trying to say, what would make me? And I talk to my rich black friends. No, excuse me, wealthy black friends. I said, man, she ain't about no money, man. He said, man, if you got money the way we got it, we're going to always have it. That's what my tax attorneys is for. He said, if you got money the way I got it, I'm going to always have it. So I'm not voting for that damn fool. I just don't understand it, man. And y'all, if a black Trump supporter, if you don't want to talk on a public forum, go to Chop Shop HTX, leave me your number. I just want to know. Cause I got some, I can't say on it. I got some counter stuff for you now. But I mean, I just want to know, man. It just, it's unbelievable that people that would do that. It's just unbelievable.
I mean, that's, you know, that's bottom line is you made your decision, you made your choice. And I always say choices and consequences. So now you made your choice. If your side wins, then you know what? You're going to tell the other side, you made your vote, deal with it. Well, if your side loses, then guess what? Your ass got to deal with it. And that's just the way it is. And on top of other things, understand something, Alan. The Senate is not confirmed yet as well.
What?
Let's get this straight.
What?
The Senate still can be flipped.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got 4 states remaining. It's not over in that. And I think a runoff is going to be in New York. The Senate, once again.
And let me explain how important the Senate is, y'all. Because, Jimmy, a lot of people don't understand. The Senate, it's 2 senators per each state. We got 50 states. So that's 100 people, right? That's the most, that's one of the unique fraternities on this planet. They are a part of 3 branches of government. We got a legislative branch, which is the Senate and the House. Then we got the executive branch, which is the president. And then we got the judicial branch, which is the Supreme Court. Those 3 branches of government govern our country, right? But the Senate is one of the most powerful, them 100 guys, which ain't many black now, only 2 black, 3 blacks, Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, and Tim Scott, he white. Excuse me. I'm sorry. He Republican. I'm sorry. Excuse me, Lord. He Republican. He don't count. So those 100 people determine how this money is spent, how your tax dollars is spent, who they confirm the judges that sit on the Supreme Court and around the country. That Senate is, I have to say, the most powerful body. Whoever control the purse strings control the world. Ain't they told you, he who has the gold, what's the golden rule, Jimmy? He who has the gold rule. The Senate controls the money. And a lot of them been going up there getting fat off, you having a career getting fat off our money up there. I call them the fat cats. And the only recourse we have is to vote them out. But we said, man, I ain't want to vote, man. My vote don't count. Dr. J, vote don't count. His vote ain't never, he's 70 years old. He ain't never voted for this time. Shaq, 48 years old, who haven't known. We just didn't realize, y'all, we had a Rolls Royce in the garage and don't know how to drive it. Let's learn how to drive this political process. And I'm trying to find some people that can help us on this show over the next year to us to understand this diaspora that we have, this chop shop, this powerful, we got lawyers, and doctors on this feed right now. We got some brilliant men and women on this feed right now. What if we somehow form something? See, y'all, you remember, have y'all noticed this? You remember a long time ago, anything happened to us, who would it call? You know, the other people call Ghostbusters. We used to call what? The NAACP. You don't even hear about them no more. When the last time you heard from the NAACP, Jim?
I mean, you hear about them, but just don't have the same.
I'm talking about when the last time. Well, okay, he hear about everything. When the last time y'all heard about it? These organizations are not strong no more. They're not potent anymore. Why? See, y'all don't understand. We got to start with our local government first. And then we don't send nobody from here unless they gonna go up there and make a change. Hold up, and this is what you tell them. Look here, man. If you want our vote, you got to go over there and make a change. If you can't make a change, you gonna get the hell out and we're gonna put somebody else in. We got that. See, y'all got to realize politics is a duopoly. You heard the word of monopoly? A duopoly. Look it up, it's a word. It ain't but two ways you can go. So if they mess up, guess what? We fire them, get another one, come up. It's just a cycle. That's what happened. And I'm not saying a third party. I'm not saying add another party. I'm just telling you, we got to figure out, we have to work with what we have. We working with a duopoly. It ain't I can't, if you don't vote for Biden, that means you're voting for the other one. It's a duopoly. It's not but one of this one. But some people said the 94 crime bill, I have a problem with that. Well, then you need to have a problem with my mama and a lot of y'all's mamas out there. You need to have a problem with Clyburn and all of them. You need to have a problem with, what his name, who just passed away, Mr. Lewis. You need to have a problem with him. He was there. Come on, y'all. We just got to get smarter. Can't let what they say on the TV and what they say on Facebook rule us. Go study this stuff. Thank you, Thaddeus Moody, for sending me a lot of stuff. Thaddeus Moody, and I think I was reading an article, and he sent me the article at the same time I was reading it. Thank you so much, man. But that's all I'm trying to say, man. Let me tell you something. A lot of people just getting into politics, okay? And a lot of us been studying this thing for a long time. And I know you're zealous and you read a couple of articles and you think you're an expert. Man, let me tell you something. I told y'all a long time ago. In politics, there's no permanent friends, Jess McKee. There's no permanent enemies. It's only permanent interests. This same girl, one lady, Kamala Harris, who y'all talking negative about, and Donald Trump talking negative about, he funded one of her campaigns when she was running for Attorney General in LA. Donald Trump did. Because guess what? Guess what they did then? They had interests. He had interests. She could do this for me. He had interest. Y'all, the only power we have, like perfect example. I'm finna go. We're gonna take a quick break. Rick Timms and Little Rick and Mindy Collins. I want you to put your thinking caps on it. You know that $2.2 trillion. See, y'all talking about Ice Cube and all them bums. They ain't of no consequence. I'm talking about these people. It's $2.2 trillion that they have mortgaged America's future to get. They printed up $2.2 trillion worth of debt. Okay? I got a question for y'all. Maybe y'all wouldn't have, but I would have liked to know where that money was going. Transparency. Why can't they tell us hold up, Nancy Pelosi, you saying you did this, and Steve Mnuchin, you saying you offered this? Why can't y'all show the public? This our money they spending. They take this money out your check. Every time you had to go to the IRS, that's your money. Listen, I looked it up, Crystal. There's no law against them telling us where this money going. I'm going to repeat this, Crystal. There is no law for them to not tell us where this. They over there fighting over our money and ain't telling us. What about this, Crystal? Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin, come back and tell the people what y'all fighting over. Look here. Hey, man, this the money we got. This what we got for this here, this what. And let us decide. We get with our representatives and let us decide. But they not even telling. Y'all ain't hearing me. I know it's out of y'all. $2.2 trillion and none of that coming to help the people who's being evicted from their houses. See, your ass living in your house. It's the people gonna be evicted. You ain't lost no job. You're not applying for what you call it unemployment. It's the people are. But these guys said, forget that. We'll wait. Them people can wait till after the election. That's what we got. That's what we got, man. The government, $2.2 trillion. Oh, he said what money? What is money? I don't know. I'm talking about the money, $2.2 trillion that they put in the CARES Act. Go look it up. See, half of y'all ain't even know what the hell it is. And it's your money. But that's it for me, man. Chop shop. We'll be back in a minute.
The election is November 3rd, and it's been said that we won't know the results until days later. When do you think we'll know the results?
All right. Jimmy, you raise an important point, and I hope the American people understand it because this is something I worry about. My view is every vote must be counted. For reasons which I don't have the time to get into tonight, you're going to have a situation, I suspect, in states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, other states, where they are going to be receiving huge amounts of mail-in ballots. And unlike states like Florida or Vermont, they're not being able, for bad reasons, to begin processing those ballots until, I don't know, election day, or maybe when the polls close. That means You're going to have states dealing with perhaps millions of mail-in ballots. Here is my worry. What polls show and what studies have shown is that for whatever reason, Democrats are more likely to use mail-in ballots. Republicans are more likely to walk into polling booths on election day. It is likely that the first votes that will be counted will be those people who came in on election day, which will be Republican. And here is the fear, and I hope everybody hears that. It could well be, and I don't know what's going to happen, nobody does, but it could well be that at 10 o'clock on election night, Trump is winning in Michigan, he's winning in Pennsylvania, he's winning in Wisconsin, and he gets on the television, he says, "Thank you, Americans, for reelecting me. It's all over. Have a good day." But then the next day and the day following, all of those mail-in ballots start getting counted, and it turns out that Biden has won those states. At which point Trump says, "See, I told you the whole thing was fraudulent. I told you those mail-in ballots were crooked, and we're not going to leave office." So that is a worry that I and a lot of people have. So the results, we don't know what's happened. Maybe the results will be on election day, but people should be aware of.
The election is November 3rd.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, and we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. This is a great, great time to take your time out to share the show. And if you've ever been to our YouTube page, go over there again, and this time subscribe to the page and hit the bell so you can be notified when things are going on. So, Jimmy, what else you got over there, man? We can talk some sports now.
Breaking news, of course. Just now on CNN, they have declared Wisconsin to be secured by presidential hopeful Joe Biden. So that state is worth 10 electoral votes, which will now put the tally to 237 for Biden compared to 213 for president number 45. So in case you're doing the math or not doing the math, that means the focal point shifts over to Arizona, Michigan, and Nevada. Regardless of what happens, if those three states are secured, for which, as it stands right now, Biden leads in all three of those states, Nevada, Michigan, and Arizona, then he will have the 270 electoral votes. Mind you, Pennsylvania has, at the time we started the show, approximately 1 million mail-in ballots that were still needed to be counted. It was 1.4 million this morning, right? A test that. So they're counting, and in certain states, in case you guys know, a lot of stuff. One thing about it, as we get older, each election, it seems even myself, I learned a little bit more about elections. But think about it like this. I'm in my 50s right now. So just imagine how some of the normal people in their 20s. Think about some of the people in their 30s. Think about how they understand. We're learning on the Chop Shop. You guys are learning more. I have learned more, and we have as well as we go and get the food and prepare the food to serve to you. So just think about it. If we just learning this stuff, well, willing to learn, that don't mean we didn't learn it back then. It probably went on through some ears, didn't evolve, didn't apply it. But understand, 270. Remember, you're 237 right now. The state of Michigan is worth 16. What's 237 and 16? That's 253, right?
I can't count that fast.
237 and 37 and 16. So if you get Michigan, that's 16. That means you have 253. Arizona is worth 11. 53 and 11 is what? 64. Nevada is worth 6. 264 and 6 is worth what? It equals what? 270. So right now, and don't get it twisted, there's a snowball chance he still can come and get Georgia. Biden. Don't matter. And already, as we came on the show, the record has been shattered for the most votes in the popular vote. Joe Biden is 69,543,000 in the popular vote. Now that number probably is up to about 69,544,000. That record was previously held by Barack Obama. He had 69,498,000. So once again, it would be great for Biden to win the popular vote and the electoral vote. Unlike the last election in 2016, when the sitting president lost the popular vote, and now he won the electoral vote and praised the electoral college. Then now this election hadn't even went over. He get up on the microphone on the podium last night or early this morning, 2 a.m. Eastern time, and basically insinuates the electoral college needs to be abolished. But that's typical from him. Once again, you got choices and consequences. So I'm seeing this thing, and as the plane get ready to land on this election, and it's not going to, trust me, they're going to do what they're going to do. They're going to go to the Supreme Court. But once again, even though the Supreme Court is 6-3 in favor for Republicans versus Democrats, you got to understand something that we all know. Not these 6 Republicans, only one of them, well, 2, that we know for sure is a stern supporter of him. Not every Republican is a supporter of or a believer in Donald Trump. Not every one of them. We know that. If that's the case, think about it like this. Just in Houston, Texas, on Monday, wasn't there emergency effort in the civil court to overturn the drive-through voting that was going to take place on election day? Well, that judge was a Republican judge.
Yeah, but he wasn't appointed by Donald Trump.
So that's my point. So not every Republican judge is a supporter of Donald Trump. So that means just because he's going to go to the Supreme Court doesn't mean, he's going to win. He might get her vote.
He got 3 of them.
Excuse me, sir. Vote.
He done got 3 of them there, sir. 3 of them.
That still don't give him the majority. If all 3 of them was to go and align themselves and vote in this thing, that still don't make him win. I'm gonna let you have that one because I don't even. That don't make him win.
I'm not even going to even justify
that. Do not make him win. Those people don't vote along those lines on every doggone oath in every case that come through them. They don't look at, this is a Republican or this is a Democrat. No, Some people owe people some favors. Some people ain't gonna cash out on them. Some people say, understand, time will tell. One thing about it, you will know. But at the same time, not worried about that. That's not gonna. A lot of people are fed up with his antics,
and a lot of people ain't.
And a lot of people.
And a lot of people ain't.
There are 9 people in the Supreme Court. 6 of them he do not have a direct relationship with.
Clarence Thomas.
He don't have a direct relationship with. There are 6 of them he do not.
The girl has clerked for the Chief Justice.
Once again, you gonna name your 3.
Name
your 3.
Them 3, and I just gave you 5.
Give him 3 votes. You give him. It's like in the ball game. Give him 3 points. That's the point spread. You got a +3 at the Supreme Court. Stuff ain't happening. I'm like, we're watching reality right here. It's a good ball game, great ball game, especially if your team right now has the ball, has the possession, and inside the red zone, which it looks like the blue team is inside the red zone. I can't see the names on their jerseys. It's a blue team and a red team on that field. They're in overtime right now. Blue team in good shape. The red team can't control nothing what's going on right now in this overtime. Now they can go file all the appeals they want to. Guess what? Okay. Remember, they just built a fence 2 days ago surrounding the White House, which already is fenced in. They built a fence around the fence. Al, what do you think? What do you think the directive, the purpose of that fence is for? Who's that? It's obviously you put a fence to keep somebody out. When you put a fence around your yard, you put a fence there to keep something out of your property. You already have one. Now you just install another one. What do you think the reason for that new fence is? I'm just curious. I'm asking for a couple of friends.
From my philosophy, fences only keep honest people out. It don't keep crooks out. So if a crook want to get in, he gonna get in. So fences,
I'm just curious,
fences only to keep honest people out.
I heard that one before. I'm just curious though. I'm just curious the logic. He put the fence up around the White House to keep who out?
I don't know.
So if you, that means to me, you must think. First of all, you must think you're going to lose, and nobody's going to either 2 things. You think you're going to win. And the blue team going to come just rush the White House to come and get you, and they're going to get you because they're mad because you won. That would be one logic. The other logic would be you think you're going to lose, and you ain't going nowhere. Those would be the logics.
But boy, hey man, let me tell you something. That transfer of power is going to happen. He might think it's
exactly
the transfer of power. The army, they're going to get his ass. I'm not even worried. They're going to get that little fence.
We can wait 90 days.
Yeah, that fence.
60 days. 60 days.
That fence ain't going to happen. They're going to snatch Melania ass up out of there by her hair. Like they evict everybody else, his ass will get evicted. All of these
they ain't got to snatch up. She gone.
She probably, yeah. You're right. My bad. Melania, I'm sorry. You don't want to be with him either. I know. She just doing it for Barron.
She gone. She gonna take off all of her stuff and say, I've been waiting to get rid of this shit out from the get-go. Get me out of it. Matter of fact, y'all come get me. I'm first. I'm running meeting y'all at the door. Or y'all come with the bulldozer or the tank. Hey, I'm gone. Matter of fact, I can tell y'all everything. This thing is so the logic. 30,000 lies. Guys, do you know how?
No, Jimmy, don't talk. Jimmy, you can't talk about his lies. cost over $60 million. Excuse me, 60 million people love them lies. You know how them girls, they say, she just love to get lied to. I just tell her some lies. She just, women, I know it's Women Rock Wednesday. I'm just using a euphemism here. Don't take it personal. But you know how to be. Some people like to hear lies, Jimmy. And some people just Jimmy, this dude set up and called a little dude little pimp. Little pimp. Hey, Jimmy, hold on. Look at him over there. Look at him over there, y'all. Hold on, man. Because we got some people just.
And speaking of sound, music, and other things, one of the big superstars of the world, Little Pimp. There he is. And speaking of
Jimmy, that little ninja is over there. That's how he's. Yo, Jimmy, I'm not mad at him. Y'all think I'm mad at Trump? No, I'm mad, Jimmy. I'm on the golf course. Jimmy, hold up. We out riding on a boat, and we get but black people on this boat. And we get surrounded by Trump signs. Jimmy, Jimmy, they had them banners, them flags. The flag man, Jimmy, I wish I was the flag man. The flag man got some bread, homeboy. Trump flag man.
They were selling them at the Northwest Mall, the old Northwest Mall parking lot on
Somebody
Sunday.
had to make them though, Jimmy. Somebody had to make them. Somebody had to make them.
They had them out there in the parking lot.
Hey.
When we went to go eat breakfast at the old breakfast spot over there. We come back, that parking lot was full, boy. They was over there.
Y'all don't understand, man. You hold up, Jimmy. I hit a golf ball the other day, Jimmy. It landed near somebody's yard that had a Trump sign on it. Guess what I did? I'm not going over there and hit that shot. I'm not going to them people's yard. I'm telling y'all, man, the flag man is getting paid out here, Doc. And that's why I can't get you. I'm sorry, right a minute, interrupt. You said 30,000 lies. Now, where was you going with that?
I mean, you just think about it. If you can even just imagine yourself just counting, how long does it take you? Over 4 years, 30,000 lies that he's told, and people don't care. They don't care nothing that he's doing. We already understand that. So my thing is, that was your choice to take that stance. If that was your choice, take that stand. You made that choice. I'm cool with it. You wanted me to be cool with it when it looked like you when you were running and everybody was rooting and you were rallying and you want people to be cool with that decision. You folks that voted that way.
Hey, Jimmy, Michael Smith out on the golf course right now. They waiting on me, right? So I got to leave at 2:00, y'all. But he said he terrible out there. Hey, man, I'm there to the rescue, baby. Superman is there to the rescue, man. I'll be there as soon as the show over with.
Mike Smith, you playing the wrong sport, then. I just told you. Hey, get a little bigger ball, get a pool stick, go play some billiards. You playing? It's
business, man. It's a networking event. We working over here, Jimmy. We working today.
Guess what, Hal? Guess what? That golf course is where a lot of deals are cut. But the same people that go to the golf course, if they said meet me at happy hour or meet me at this restaurant, you would go to that same restaurant to meet those same important people to get this deal cut. If they're sitting there, you want, let's go. If those same guys, my birthday week, Hal, I got my sticks right here. I got my sticks.
Turn your sound down a little bit. I'm seeing you. Turn your sound down just a little bit.
If those same people said they want to go and meet and light up some sticks, even if you don't smoke cigars, you're gonna go and meet their ass at the smoke
Jimmy,
shop
ain't
to go
nothing,
and cut that deal.
ain't nothing
So
like
that's
the
my-
golf course. Ain't nothing
So
like the
my
golf course.
that's ain't nothing like the golf course because it feels like money there. But if wherever
Not
you go,
necessarily. No, it's the golf.
it feels
No,
on most golf courses.
Jimmy, I've been out drinking with guys. Okay, it's a different intimacy than you out there with all the distractions in a bar and you're drinking liquor than you being out on the golf course and you trying to golf your ball.
Okay,
it's a different
the
situation.
Golf courses is one place. You know what the number 2 place of sealing deals are among guys. Golf course is 1. Number 2 is the cabarets.
Okay.
The strip club. That's why the men's club and Treasures in Colorado and all of them was really, really popular in Houston. You know why? Because some of those same guys.
I put it like this. I ain't never made a deal in none of them places.
That's what. But that's
I just have. And I've been to all of them. No, I ain't got to look it up. No,
those are where deals are made. Strip clubs.
I understand what they said in the magazine, in the book. I'm talking about from personal experience. I've been to the bar. I've been to the bars all over the world. I've been to cabarets all over the world. And I've been to golf courses all over the world. It's a different intimacy. It's a different environment. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
It depends on the liking of the person. It's the liking of the person who's in power, in position to extend the deal. If that person won't,
if I'm in the strip club, I'm gonna be looking at me abroad. Hold on. If I'm in
old drug movies back on TV, sometimes a guy might have to go to a cockfight.
Okay.
Guess what? To go and cut that deal. He might be anti or harming of animals, pro PETA, and you're gonna go to that cockfight if you want to get that deal cut. That's all I'm saying. It's all and we just messed around and said cabaret and got all these guys fired up now. Kevin Freight said Treasures was a spot. How you know, Freight? How you know Treasures was a spot? But anyway, we want to make sure, guys, as I said yesterday, be very careful out on the roads because you don't know how. Remember, the consequences of the election for some people may be too overbearing, and you don't know how they're going to respond as news comes in, whatever side of the fence loses. Remember, there's no sign. When the people that lose, I'm curious to see if they're going to still have them flags on 2 weeks from now, a week from now. At some point, they're going to get mad as they're taking them flags out the back of them truck and unscrewing them. They're going to get mad. So be careful. Put your signal light on when you're changing lanes. Very important, seriously. If you see somebody coming over, don't want to let you over, hey, man, guess what? Sometimes it's worth missing that exit. Go on, make the next exit. Come on back. You turn back. Come on back. It's worth it sometimes. It's worth it sometimes. If you packing, make sure that you are packing within the confines legally. That is, the weapon is a concealed weapon unless you have your license on it. I mean, little bit of things like this is really, really important. Also, more importantly, if you have a kid who has a driver's license, explain it to them. Explain it to them. There's people going to be mad at you, angered, raged at you, possibly for the color of your skin. And some of you, they may rage at, you might have voted for 45. They ain't gonna even care. Unless you got a flag on the back of your truck.
I think that's what I mentioned in the beginning of the show. You are still one of us. I don't care how, you 18%? That really went out to you 18% that voted for him. When them people, whoever did Jimmy talking about, when they see you, you look just like us. You look like everybody else. So that don't exempt you. So just in case you didn't know, boss. Because some.
So that's the ticket, man. We had the break. We're going to come back from the break. We're going to talk some. We got some baseball news.
Yeah, let's get out the way because I got to get out of here on 2 on the dot.
News.
Yeah. I said, because I got to get out of here at 2 on the dot.
We got baseball news, basketball news, and some recruiting news to share with you guys. We're coming back on the Chop Shop. You guys hang right there. Share the show with your timelines right now.
Chop, chop. I just want to give y'all a little of that before we go. Jimmy, I got something else for them. A quick break. I wanted to give a quick break.
My name is Laura Jane Jones, and I am so excited to be joining the staff at Future Stars of Houston Academy in the vocal department. I wanted to do this intro video to let you know a little bit about me, my experience, as well as my training and my philosophy on vocal coaching. So, first and foremost, I have been in the music business for 30 years. I have performed and traveled in 90 different countries. I have performed on the biggest arenas, stadiums, theaters in the world, not just once, multiple times. I have recorded or toured or performed with the likes of Enrique Iglesias, Joe Cocker, Aerosmith, Kelly Clarkson, Leah Michele, Tina Marie, the Black Eyed Peas, Billy Ray Cyrus, BB Winans, Peebo Bryson, Vintage Trouble, and Miles Mosley, just to name a few. I've also sung on numerous TV and movie soundtracks. I most recently sang on Bad Boys for Life. I also was the singing voice of Eva Longoria on Dora and the Lost City of Gold. I was also featured on the Letters to Juliet soundtrack, singing in Italian. And not to mention The Get Down on Netflix, When We Rise on ABC, Sex and the City 2. I sang background vocals for Jennifer Hudson and Leona Lewis. This past year, I had the opportunity to sing at the Oscars. I sang behind Cynthia Erivo, singing the theme song from the movie Harriet. I also, last year, had the opportunity to sing and perform with critically acclaimed musical director Greg Phillinganes, Michael Jackson, and Quincy Jones. Yes, he was the MVP.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop. Quit looking at that lady, Jimmy. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jimmy Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world. And Jimmy, I know it was happy birthday yesterday, but happy birthday again, man. I'm sure you had a good time, and that's why we didn't mind you being behind today, because I know you're still sipping. But let's go and get to these topics, because I got to get out. Hold up, if I can figure out a way to get somebody to cut it off, Jimmy, I'll let you stay here as long as you want to. I'm gonna work on that now. Yeah.
No, I got meetings as well today.
Okay.
Houston Astros, Carlos Carrera, Yuli Gurriel, and Kyle Tucker were finalists for the Golden Glove of the 2020 season. Realistically, Carrera was the favorite and had the most realistic chance of winning, but Carrera got robbed, y'all. They gave it to J.P. Crawford for the shortstop Golden Glove in the American League.
Did somebody named Mookie Betts win?
That's another conference. Of course, Mookie was a no-brainer. That wasn't even a race.
That's all
consideration for regarding to Mookie. That's the National League. But in the American League, Carlos Carrera, check out these numbers. This season, He had a .995 fielding percentage. That means in 212 chances, right? That's the best, the fourth best by a shortstop in any single season. Well, I say this again. Carlos Carrera's .995 fielding percentage in 212 chances was the fourth best ever, right? And yet also he had 8 defensive runs saved. That means a ball came to him and the runner was going to score, and he got either the runner out or closed the door on the inning. He did that 8 times, led the league in the American League, and still they gave the Golden Glove to J.P. Crawford this year. And of course, so no Astro was on the list. Of course, Mookie Betts was the only Dodger in the National League to be awarded a Golden Glove. In the outfield, of course, he got in the right field. Center field with the Trent Grisham, and left field was Tyler O'Neill, and they're with St. Louis and San Diego, respectively. Speaking of St. Louis, they had 2 players to be named, awarded Golden Glove, and the other one was Colton Wong, and that's the second baseman. And that was the list on the Golden Glove. How about Dallas Cowboy news? Dallas Cowboys will have another quarterback at behind center when they play the Pittsburgh Steelers, the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers, this weekend in Dallas. And as it stands, how about this, guys? The Cowboys are 13.5-point underdogs. That would be the highest spread entering this weekend. At home, I'm curious over the next, some of you Cowboy fans, can you tell me the last time that the Cowboys were a plus 13.5 while at home? I'm curious to know, in history of the program, when is the last time that has happened? They've been underdogs by that wide of a margin. Once again, you know what's so funny, Adam? Even though we know that it would never happen right now in Dallas, but
Why you always talking about them, man?
I'm gonna say it. So they're gonna go with 2 guys that have a combined 9 passes combined in their history, or in the running for the starting quarterback this weekend. This guy that started the past weekend, what's that cat name? You guys know what I'm talking about. What's his name? DiNucci. DiNucci goes to 3rd string now. Right? He goes.
I haven't been keeping up with him.
So tell me this. So what happened to Colin Kaepernick? Colin Kaepernick ain't good enough. Colin Kaepernick ain't good enough. You know what I mean? Tell me that you fishing.
Every time, I'm like the man in the Eddie Murphy movie. Every time somebody bring up a quarterback, you bring up Colin Kaepernick.
Now,
Every time.
and also, I see the question from Angie. Angie asked the question, guys, reverting back to the politics. She asked, why weren't the mail-in ballots counted as they came in? Angie, in a nutshell, every county has their own house rules that they apply before the election as to how they're going to do stuff. Some people have counted the ballots in advance. Some counted them. Some has opted to count them after the closing of the polls. It's different rules. There's no one set of rules. That's why a lot of people are voting on drive-through ballots. Some people not having that. Some people having so many polls. Some people restricted the amount of polling places. Every county is their own house rule, and that's the county judge, the person that's over that. So And that's the hopefully that answers your question, because it's a really good question. Because as I grow through this stuff and I learn more, because it makes sense. Why they hold on? And it makes it sound like they're cheating when really and truly people like Pennsylvania, they said that they weren't going to count theirs until
some people do it different. Some people do it. Yeah.
But you know
but Jimmy, but what like Clyburn said the other day, they're gonna move a bill, they're gonna move a situation where for their local elections, y'all can do that. But for a federal election, they try to have some unified code where everybody can do the same things on the federal level. It's but I'm still it's so unique, man. I mean, how it still comes back to politics, and I guess people, this is the climate, and it's just unique that it's unbelievable, man. It's just unique that we are in a time like this, that we got a free country that people just can come on anything and just say what the hell they want to say, and we allow them to, and but it's all good. It's all good. So what's the next topic, Jim? We ain't got but what? We ain't got that many more minutes. 22 minutes.
Rod Wells.
What Rod talking
about the Astros? This was news from 2 days ago that the Astros declined to offer to put a tender out there for Michael Brantley, which he was one of my favorite Astros. So he's gone. He's not coming back. And they offered the minimum, the tender for Springer, which is about $18 million. But he's not going to take that. That's just going through protocol. The agent, they're not going just to do that. He's going to decline that. Then they got to go start. Then they'll start the negotiating process. By them not bringing back Brantley, what they're saying is Michael Tucker, right, did well enough. When I say Michael Tucker, Kyle Tucker did well enough. Remember, Kyle Tucker emerged into playing time because of Brantley's injury, and because Yordan Alvarez got hurt and is out for the year. So Tucker just was a finalist for the Golden Glove. So guess what? Reddick is expendable. Brantley is expendable to those Astros. You can get Tucker for pennies on the dollar right now. So that's the business move. But Springer, they're going to sign Springer. Now they're gonna. Now the thing is, hopefully Springer don't try to play too much hardball, depending on how much he loves the city. But it's business. Springer can get whatever he wants. He's probably the fourth best free agent on the market right now. It's Springer. So that's the baseball dose in regarding that. Now, also, on tomorrow, we're still expected to be joined by John Lucas. And we got to narrow down the time. Also, we have breaking news for you guys on tomorrow, as promised this week.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some breaking news.
Guess what? Guess else we got? Guess who was just popped in on the Chop Shop, Jim?
Who that?
Coach Leah Denley. Coach Leah is on the Chop Shop. She said, "Happy Women Rock wins." Yeah, we gave you your flowers earlier, but we can give them to you again. We'll give you a shout out to Leah.
All you got to do is look up the Institute for Arts and Academic Leadership, which is scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now.
Jimmy, I got something better for him. Jimmy, www.coachleah.net.
Yeah.
www, and it'll take you straight to it.
So that is a website for you guys to check out.
Yes.
Coach Leah doing big things. She's seasoned in the scholastic sports sector, on the scholastic sector for academics. Houston, Chicago, Illinois. She got it all wrapped up. She's nationwide, and that is we give her and she
Yes.
rocks on Wednesdays for
Really,
her. Now,
really
also, guys, don't
nationwide.
forget, if you are a business operator, feel free to share your business on the website. I mean, in the Boom Boom Room right now. If you are a business operator, that means whatever it is, share the link so people can go. Let them know what the business does. If you're a plumber, if you're a carpenter, if you're a landscaper, let it be known. I promise you, if you put one up there and you live near me, I'm gonna use you at least once. If you live near, if it's geographically favorable.
You gonna ask him for a discount?
Nah, I'm gonna pay the price first time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
First time I pay you price.
Thank you, Jesus. You working on him. He working, you working.
But at the
You working on
same
him.
time, if I'm paying your price, then the scrutiny gonna come with it.
Well, hey, no. Hey, if you own the chop shop, you got to be good at what you do now. So,
Yeah.
hey, if you're going to put your name up there, they going to come back on here and chop you right up now. I'm just telling you. You can't go over there a half-stepping so. But I'm sure, like I said, we got some brilliant people on this feed, man. And we just got to figure out how we can use this and turn this into some kind of power politically where it can benefit us personally. So when people come to town, when them candidates come to town, they want to talk to y'all. They want to talk to y'all. When anything, hey, where's that boom boom room group? Where's that boom boom room group? Where's that, whatever the name you call yourself? That's how you gain power. Yeah. What you got, Jimmy?
Got breaking news.
Okay.
In Houston, Texas, there's a private school that is pretty prominent for kids of the wealthy. It's called the Kincaid School.
Yeah.
And the Kincaid School has just sent out an email to all basketball teams that are on schedule for boys and girls competition starting this month.
Mm-hmm.
I will read this email to you guys. I am emailing this out to those who we have scheduled to play this basketball season to update you on our school's policy regarding COVID protocols for the upcoming season. After hearing about these protocols, please confirm if you are still planning to play our scheduled game. We understand the conflicts this may cause on your end, and we sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. Right? Here's the protocol, Heather, for Kincaid men, boys, and girls basketball this year. All parties that enter Kincaid must wear a mask. Okay, that's good. Heather?
I'm listening.
Oh, Heather.
I'm listening.
I'm going to say this again. All parties that enter Kincaid must wear a mask. That's cool, right? You ready? While playing and on the bench.
Okay.
At this time, we are only allowed to play schools who have the same requirements or would be willing to wear a mask during competition. Secondly, if we are playing at your place, we will not be able to play the games unless your team will wear a mask during competition. This is a firm requirement from Kincaid. If your school and players are not going to be wearing masks during games, at this point, we will not be able to play. In case you didn't get that, guys, Kincaid.
The players got to have on masks too. So that means the refs got to have on
during
masks.
the game while you're playing.
While you're playing. I said the players got to have on masks while they're playing.
That's a respiratory challenge for many
of
young
course
men
it is.
in the sport of basketball. Once again, I say I'm not by no means a doctor, but that's a respiratory challenge for any young person who really understand who are probably for the most part are at an age for where they don't even know how to breathe when they get tired. You know, back when we get older, the coaches tell us back when we was little about catching that second wind. And we used to wonder, what the hell is a damn second wind? Then you get older, you realize what a second wind is. At some point, you realize what a second wind is, probably when you was in high school. But at first, so you're saying to people that don't hardly even know how to control their breathing to wear a mask and hinder the flow of oxygen going into their body while they're running at full speed up and down a basketball court. Tell you something, Ken K, that might be the stupidest thing that I've heard and read in a long time. Just tell the kids they're not having a season. Just tell them they're not going to have a season. I mean, seriously. But at the same time,
I ain't got
Title
no comment
IX, I
on
understand. Title IX, I understand you probably, that would be too hard to do. You just fix it. That's how sometimes people fix the rules. To why they say don't have a season and they can file, they would stand to face too much scrutiny. So you make this rule to whereas the people that you're playing against have to pull out for the most part. Now they're left scrambling. The season starts next week, Hatter. Actually, for private schools, the season probably starts this weekend. For private schools. Now, mind you, misery loves company because, but I understand this is part of the Southwest Preparatory Conference, the SPC. They didn't have football playoffs, football this year. All teams, members of that, had to get games, independent games. So misery loves company. They didn't have no football season. This is what they're gonna do for basketball. I just want to share that with you guys. This is once again, if you just tune in, Kincaid School in Houston, Texas, has announced that any team send an email out to every opponent. If you are planning to play them, your players, your kids, 9th grade, JV, varsity, boys and girls must wear a mask while they're playing.
I'm just sitting there laughing on the inside because I'm just saying, okay. Because it don't affect me. So I'm really just, I don't know.
And Martin Vaughn, you said, but Jimmy, the last few tourneys talked about they're not running anyway. No tournaments are going on. We're talking about an individual game, Martin Vaughn. Home or away. Home or away. So they're telling you their team is not going to play you unless all of your players is wearing a mask, even on the court.
Yeah, that's simple. I mean,
but the timing of it, Hatter, is the see, sometimes it's the timing. The week the season start.
Jimmy, maybe they had some flack from the parents. Them parents, do you know who them parents that's over there?
Minute.
Hey,
Stephen Wood say that's Pearland too.
Jimmy, they got some very influential. Hold up, I got my earpiece down. They got some very influential parents over there, Jimbo. They got some very influential parents over there. Something happened as the truth changed, the facts changed. That you think they just figured it out? You saying they could have did it a long time ago? I'm thinking that somebody said, "Hey man, no, I'm good." I'm just saying. Some people, I mean, for somebody, to make a statement like that, maybe something has happened already. Don't they have a football season going on? football season
They
right now.
have football, but not the conference. That's what I'm saying. The conference
Okay.
has been disbanded this season. So there's no district game.
Did they play a
this
football
year.
game this year at all?
So they've already dissolved their company. If you're playing on your own game.
Did they play a football game at all this year? You think? Did they play a football game at all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they require those guys to wear? Did they require those guys to make a?
I'm not able to confirm it at this time, but
Coach, that's what I have to look at. I have to look and see maybe something happened in football that made them change this rule. That's all. I don't know. I don't know their thinking over there. And Anthony Favre said for some reason people are very concerned about basketball. But why? Because basketball was let's say if we're just looking at examples. The NBA basketball, but they was in a bubble. That sport was coronavirus not free, but that they got away unscathed without having a positive test. So I'm just trying to see what for Favre, maybe you might want to expand on a little bit. For some reason, people are very concerned about basketball. Something could have happened in their football games. That's why, if anybody know about Kincaid, did they play football in the beginning and changed it? Did the volleyball? Because Mindy just said her daughter played volleyball, Jimmy, and when they are calling out plays or whatever, when they doing, they tore their mask down. So I don't understand. I mean, that's a good one.
And Kincaid has played football, and the football team is undefeated this season. They're 6-0 this season at Kincaid. Their next game is this weekend against Episcopal on Friday.
I just wonder, are they playing? Are they playing? Just the indoor sports, I guess. I guess somebody said just the indoor sports, which makes a little bit more sense. Okay, I got you.
I mean, yeah. Once again, the timing, though, and that's the thing
Something happened, Jimmy. Something's happened. Hey, Jimmy, what is the timing? All you got to do is say, okay, man. Hey, put your mask on if you want to play us. Take your mask off.
No, but that's not the timing. The time I say the timing is because of the fact
the scheduling.
That I don't have a chance to get a replacement opponent if I have you on my schedule for the near future. That's all. I understand it's an inconvenience, but for many people that is. So that's the thing I'm looking at. Okay. But guess what? Kincaid, and the thing about it, guess what? Part of the breaking news involves Kincaid, because I was going to break the schedule for you guys tomorrow for the Hoops Giving Classic.
Kincaid was one of the people in it?
Kincaid is
That's
playing.
why I knew it was something.
It's not something. But understand, Kincaid is the weakest team in my field. So Kincaid is not going to bust a grape in the thing. Remember, when I scheduled them, they had Jordan Williams still in the team for them when they go to Second Baptist, and then him and Jalen Lowe would have been decent, but that team wasn't going to move the needle playing, and especially while they're playing in the midst of football season. Now, at the same time, I have to now make a decision with their opponent. If their opponent wants to play them with mask on or not. That's first phase. I got now. So now I have to go deal with that.
Hey man, this high school basketball has got to be the funniest stuff in the world. But I understand. Hey, parents, I understand now. Hey, I understand. But just not let them play, period. I would just not let them play, period. If I was that concerned. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what I see. I just mentioned to you the most recruitable player for Kincaid. Jalen Lowe. Marlon Lowe's son. Marlon Lowe, based on his views and opinions expressed on social media during the past leading up to the election. If you hadn't, go check it out. I'm going to go on the ledge and say, and I'm going to go out on the ledge and say that I will bet my right pocket that Marlon Lowe is not a fan of wearing masks. Because President 45 ain't a fan of wearing masks. And any people that align themselves with the beliefs ain't fans of wearing masks for the most part. Remember, several of his rallies already been diagnosed as super spreader events. I say several, a couple. So, what does Jalen Lowe do? Does he not play basketball this season at Kincaid? Or does he go and then go home to his home zone school? And you would not be moving for basketball purposes. That's your home zone school. You're moving because, number one, you paid your money for this experience, and one of the amenities might have been playing basketball secondarily, but the school atmosphere ain't the same because of COVID restrictions. And as a result, you go to his home school. His home school, guess what that might have to be? What that happens to be? Happens to be the home of Ronnie Courtney, Thurgood Marshall High School, which would be this home zone school. That would be very, is what? Thurgood Marshall? Once again, Jalen Lowe wouldn't be transferring for basketball purposes. He'd be transferring for rules implemented within the school that conflict with the ideology of the household. Ain't no difference if they would tell everybody to wrap their head up, and you don't believe in nobody playing basketball with their head wrapped in a turban. My son not going to play here. Or same rules may be applied in the hallway. Your kid might have put a mask on in the classroom, which most kids do. It's supposed to be. But there's something, this not a basketball issue. If that was your son, ain't no way in the hell I would get my son and guess what? Take him home as well. Adam, guess what he does? He would get to play. He would get to wake up 30, 45 minutes later every morning, get to go to sleep later. Homework load will be lighter. And he can enjoy the football team is undefeated, ranked number 2 in the area right now, ranked in the top 4 in the state right now in their classification. He could enjoy school again. So that way now, when they go to the debt committee, and some people want to complain or not want to sign the papers, and guess what? They can show this video clip as proof. Sometimes it's short to try to hurt the kids. Say I'm rooting for Jalen Lowe. Get the hell up out of there. Meanwhile,
Jimmy, coronavirus, we hope it just won't last for a season. So you're gonna make a permanent decision on a temporary problem? Get the hell out of Kincaid just cause of you're gonna make a permanent decision on a temporary problem. I just don't fall into that.
There's no guarantees this is a temporary problem. So if you're gonna go
but
year,
it's not a guarantee. It's not.
Year.
It is. I mean, it could be. COVID-19 I hope won't last forever.
Understand?
So you take this man out of an academic school like that?
Okay, understand something.
Why would you go to Kincaid? Why would you, Jimmy? Do you know how hard it is to get in that mama?
Don't Kincaid cost a lot of money to attend?
Yes, I've been there.
Okay.
2 years.
What if your father not working? I'm asking you a question. Okay, then. So now you gonna let your son go and wait, and that's not a basketball decision. It's an economics decision. So I understand.
How we know he done made the decision? You must know
He
something
made
we
a
don't
decision.
know.
He ain't made a decision. I didn't say no decision was made. I'm saying that I bet my right pocket that about them not being fans of wearing masks. That's what it started. Of wearing the mask while your son is running up and down that court. Not wearing a mask, period, but wearing a mask and playing.
But I don't know about this dude talking about Kincaid can be free. Well, mine was in the 5th and 6th grade. He didn't play no sports. They don't have sports in the 5th, 6th grade. It wasn't free. Oh no. Oh no. I can go to my email, Jimmy, and see you. It wasn't free. But it's unique though. But I never thought that article could turn into this. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna leave that alone. Less I said it better. My mama said I'm gonna stay out of that one.
No, I mean that's charges and consequences.
I'm gonna stay out of that one.
You choose to stay there.
Mm-hmm.
Or not.
Hey, boy, Angie, I'm not gonna do this with you. So you calling Anthony Fauci, who worked for 6 presidents, a fraud? So y'all didn't call him no fraud 6 presidents ago, but since Trump said he a fraud, y'all call him a fraud. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna just leave that right there. He's worked for 6 presidents. Angie Holcomb, I don't even know if you knew who Anthony Fauci was before this clown started calling him a fraud. Now, everybody want to call him a fraud now because Trump called him. Y'all might have, I hope y'all didn't go in that voting booth and vote for fraud, for Trump, man. I did. Hold up. I looked it up, y'all. I called my friends overseas. He is one of the most renowned, Anthony Fauci, renowned infectious disease experts in the world. Let me repeat that. He is the most, is the most renowned infectious disease a scientist, a doctor in the world. He done worked for 6 presidents. Hey, Michael Jordan, I got my tea terms, sir. Hey, I got a country club. They're going to wait on me. Okay, so I'm just saying, so don't tell me about the tea time. I'm talking right now. Jimmy, 6 presidents he worked for. But this particular president called him fake Fauci or talking about him. And now everybody, they ain't said nothing about him 6 terms ago. But now, they ain't said nothing when he helped them through the Ebola and the other diseases. They didn't say nothing about him. He wasn't fake then. But see, y'all don't understand how y'all listen to Trump so damn much. Y'all sound like him. Y'all sound like him. Y'all letting his conscience get inside of your subconscious. And y'all sounding just like him, man. Come on, man. Y'all cut that out. Okay. Now, hold up. Then Angie, I love you, baby. You get on here and say, well, CO2, if you have a mask on, the CO2, what you exhale out is going to be coming back up in you. You can't get the other intake in. So we supposed to believe you, but you don't want to believe Fauci. Y'all, come on, man. Y'all need to quit, man. Y'all need to quit. Y'all need to quit. Okay, Rick, when did you start? You tell me, Rick, give me some documented evidence. When did you start calling Fauci a fraud? 6 terms ago or recently? That's all I ask. Now, Jimmy, what you got? Let's close this thing out, Jimmy. Because Michael Jordan sitting up here want to worry about my tea time. They'll move it for Big Daddy when he come, man. I got you. Let's go.
Nigga said Big Daddy, and of course, and we got to get ready to land this plane.
Yeah, let's land this plane, man. I got to go pray. I got to go pray.
The latest updates, of course, that's before we land this plane on the election is, and I have them right here. Biden is up by 200,000, approximately 200,000 votes in Arizona.
Okay. 200,000? Jimmy.
200,000.
That's a good number.
Right? That's 11 electoral votes that state hold. He's holding to an 80,000 lead in Michigan. And on the Arizona, that's 86% is reported. Right? In Georgia, the lead now is only separated by 80,000 votes in Georgia. Right? In Georgia, 80,000 votes in Georgia. And I think I said a while ago, in Michigan, the lead is separated by 40,000. Biden holds that lead. Trump holds Georgia, but he's only leading by 80,000 now. That lead was a couple of 100,000 earlier when we came on the air. And they're tallying up. Nevada, Biden holds an 8,000 vote lead with about 90-something% of the stations of the polls reporting. So once again, that means at this pace, by sundown, at least one or possibly two more of those states mentioned will probably be declared by sundown today. And so remember, as it stands, Biden has 237 electoral votes compared to 213 to the sitting president, number 45. And the number that you're trying to reach is 270. Once again, 237. If he gets Michigan, that's 16. That would give him 253. If he gets Arizona, that's 11. That would give him 264. And if he keeps hold to the lead in Nevada, that would be 264 plus 6 equals the 270 that would be needed. And it would mathematically eliminate the sitting president from being reelected. Now, technically. So there we have it, guys. And that's this time. It's time to land this plane.
Let's land the plane.
One thing that when you guys didn't do today, please share the show now. Still, we need to get that share to keep our digital footprint throughout, especially on our social media platforms. Share the show. Remember, there's still people who have not found their way to our new Facebook page. So like and follow us on the Facebook as well, so that you can be able to get those alerts when we come on the air. On tomorrow, it's going to be big on Baby Friday. We're going to be rocking this thing in with a bang. This is November 3rd. And guess what? We have many people that's watching. We have another reason to celebrate possibly come tomorrow. And then at that point in time, it'll be all downhill.
I'm going to pop me a bottle of Marty. I'm going to pop me a bottle and drink it on air tomorrow. I just don't know which one I'm going to pick, Jimmy. Y'all send me some suggestions. Send me some suggestions. What should I pop tomorrow on the air? Send me some suggestions to the.
There you go. Let's get this note. Hey, November the 3rd. We're gonna spread this thing all the way through the week. But anyway, guys.
Oh, so you're saying tomorrow is November the 3rd too? Today, November the 3rd. Oh, okay. You're gonna stretch it. Okay. All right. Okay.
It's November the 3rd all week, baby. November the 3rd all week. And we'll be back with you guys in 22 hours. We'll see you, man, on behalf of Robert Alder, myself, Jim Hicks. Thanks so much for enjoying yourselves on the Chop Shop today. and we appreciate it. Make sure you spread the word. We'll see you guys. Peace. We up out of here.
Hold up. Hold up, Jim. That the button is.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop